I'm like, okay, Snap is terrible. It's obviously going to lose. Claude is going to advance, and we're going to have a nasty semifinal. We're going to have like a Battle City semifinal. You know, we're going to have Yami versus Kaiba, Marek versus Joey. It's going to be incredible. That means nothing to many of you, but I grew up on Yu-Gi-Oh, so I make a lot of references to it because I prefer to exist in the imaginary space of things, given the state of the world. And so C5, you know, and Snap meanwhile plays C3. I was quite impressed by this move. Because if you play D4, Black will just take, and you're gonna have to put something in the middle. If you put the queen, you will just be attacked, etc. So, yeah, I was actually very impressed that here Snap went C3. I was very impressed by this move. It's another building block, you know, trying to play D4, everything reasonable. And now Knight C6, so nothing surprising yet from Claude. Maybe it's gonna go Queen C7, gonna go Knight E7, Knight G6, or Knight E7, Knight F5, as I previously described. Except... everything normal basically ends here. You see, like, so far this competition has been really funny because ChatGPT and Grok played somewhat of a normal game. And then, sorry, ChatGPT and Gemini. Grok and Copilot played a complete nonsense game. And today's game is just a circus. And that's kind of the point of this competition. It's kind of like watching 4-year-olds play a sport. You're just trying to get them out of the house, you know, really, it doesn't matter. So, Knight B D2. So the horsey eats its own pawn. The horsey develops and eats its own pawn. So Snap does not actually play the move D4. The horsey just eats lunch, and now white is just a pawn down. That's unfortunate. It would have also been better to develop the bishop through the pawn first. Really, it would have been better to move the pawn in the center. Claude, not to be denied of good opening principles, plays the move Knight to E7. Very reasonable, wants to play Knight to G6, wants to play Knight to F5, and then it's going to develop bishop, but then it's going to castle the king. So far, so good. And Snap just acts like nothing happened. Snap just moves on to the game as if it hasn't just consumed its own pawn with the move bishop to D3. Just developing a bishop, preparing to castle. You know, if white gets queen E2 and castle, like, okay, yeah, of course, we kind of wish we had a pawn there. But there is no pawn there. And Knight to G6 is in fact played, so the development is complete. You are threatening the pawn in the middle of the board, which you normally would not have been threatening because there would have been a pawn there. You're going to develop, you're going to win the pawn. To my absolute shock, horror, mystery, Snap continues to play good moves. Yeah, really, Snap plays chess with a helmet on. Like, really, because it might injure itself. I'm serious, like, So Snap here plays Queen E2, just a complete miracle of a move, really. Like,